Alright, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to the Dustin Lansdale YouTube channel. I'm Dustin Lansdale, and this is the back side of my house. So as y'all know, winter's coming on pretty quick here in Arkansas. We've been having some cold nights, so it's time for me to get the wood stove set back up. And this time I want to do it a little different. I'm going to build a through the wall or through the window fireplace where the wood stove is not actually in the house. It's outside in its own little metal building attached to the window on my house. That way the kids don't get burned on it. I don't worry about the floor and the walls getting too hot. It'll all be metal. So today I got a bunch of round steel pipe. I'm gonna build a frame, screw the tin to it, weld it all together. So I'm gonna show you all that. And here's the start. I got this window I'm gonna pull out. Old window. I'm gonna drive these two posts down to the top of the window. That's where the roof and the little building's gonna be. The floor is going to be right with the bottom of the window, and the wood stove is just going to sit in here and act like a little chute for the stove to be. I'll still put wood inside. It'll just be suspended outside the wall. That way nothing will get too hot because it's all going to be tin. So over here I got a pile of tin, old rustic looking barn tin, and around there on the trailer is all the round tube. I went and got, somebody threw away an old batting cage they had built, and I went and got it all, and that's what we're going to build this out of. And there'll be a bunch left over. Might do something with it. So I'm going to do a time lapse and get started and see where we can get today on this thing. Alright, I got them two poles drove in. Now I need to go measure the wood stove, see how big it is, see how far I need to come out, and see what we can do with that. Okay, so right here's my wood stove. It's a, I don't know how to pronounce that word, but Belgian Zing or Zang or Belgian Zang or something like that. Made in China. Box wood stove, and I ain't opened this thing. I need to go through it and clean it out. It's been out here in the moisture and rusted up pretty bad. I need to get a new one, but can't afford one right now. So whatever, this is one of them old ones that come from Harbor Freight back when they used to sell these a long time ago. Now the new ones you can buy, the top don't come off. This one, the top comes off where the burners are at. Makes it easier to get bigger wood in. Kids dump something all over the top of it. I have to burn all that off. I put a new damper in here, and I think I screwed up. I should have kept this this original disc out of the old damper, because it wasn't hurt, just the rod was, because it had bigger holes in it, made it burn better. Because this one, if you shut it completely off, the fire will go out. But back here it says China. Just bolt together, cast iron. And now let's see how long this thing is. I got my tape measure. See how much room we need to have around it. So the stove itself is about, it's real close to 33 inches long, give or take an inch on each end. So 33 inches, so the room needs to be bigger than 33 inches to contain the stove, so heat can radiate off of it, hopefully radiate back in the house and not outside. So I don't think I'm going to be insulating this, but maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. Y'all just drop that in the comments when y'all watch this video, and I'll tell you if it works or not. But everybody's afraid, oh, you're gonna burn your house down or whatever. But it's gotta be safer than leaving it sitting on a wood floor beside a wood wall. It'll be outside. But let's go get the other poles put in and start doing some welding. Show y'all the old Harbor Freight welder. Okay, so I've measured it out. I want the tin to actually plug into the window seal. That way the heat doesn't escape through any kind of crack. So it actually sticks out inside the house like the window seal does. So basically we're going to go 4 foot out and 3 foot 3 inches wide. That'll give us plenty of floor room for the heater to set and have space around it, and it'll be kind of close on the sides, but I think it'll be alright. It'll radiate back off the tin back inside, so it should work. So I gotta do some measuring and figure out where to drop these other pipes and get it all square. And we got to leave a lean-to on the roof so the rain will run off this way and not back in the house. We're gonna cut a hole in the roof, run the stovepipe through once we get the heater in there. And I got to take this window out sooner or later, but I don't want to take it out yet because it's hot today, but it's gonna be cold tonight. And weather's crazy around here. It might be freezing next week, and then next week be 75. Just how Arkansas is. But we'll get her figured out. Alright guys, right here I got my 80 amp inverter DC welder. So right here I got some 332 6011 welding rods, and it likes to burn these pretty good. You can get 6013s, but they're kind of small for this job. But it does those really good. But whatever, we're gonna fire it up. I'm gonna see if it'll work. I got it plugged into a 100-foot extension cord running through the house to the best outlet that ain't got nothing running on the circuit. So that's kind of dangerous, but it's the only source of power I got back here unless I bring a generator around here. So maybe it'll run it. If not, I'll have to go get a generator and plug it in. That way I can get enough amps way back here behind the house. But we'll try to get some braces welded in here and see what we can do. This pole, I'm having a problem that goes right here because this stump is right in the way, and I really don't have a way to move this stump. So I'd like to put that 4th pole in the ground. Well guys, I got my pipe clamped up here. I know it needs a little tweaking. It ain't perfectly straight, but I'm gonna tack it and tweak it around and get everything straight and square after that. So see if this will work. Don't like that extension cord. Alright, I got my 2nd pipe put in there, gonna weld it. Well, tripped the breaker. Go turn it back on. I had her up a little high anyway. Alright, I found a stronger outlet to plug the welder into. What's going on, guys? I'm back out here at the dang, what is this, a metal fireplace I've been building? I don't know, it's been about a month since the last clip y'all just seen where we did the floor. I had a computer, the hard drive and the computer went out and I lost some footage. So this is where we're at now, and I got the roof on it, and I've started back doing it. I got the floor through in there, tin floor. Tools are piled up there, but yeah, there's the top. So now we got to do the 4 sides and see what it's going to look like, and see if I can get the wood stove in there. I thought about making like a shed under the bottom for storage, but I don't know. I might do something with that. But nice day today. So I'm gonna cut some tin. I'll turn the time lapse on and see how much we can get done today. Well, folks, I got one side wall done. On here, you can see it over here. Looks pretty good. I had to cut a piece of tin for like trim to go right there over that gap. But I think that's gonna work pretty good. I bent the top over on the side and screwed it down. That way there wouldn't be no crack for heat to get out the top. So it's kind of sealed over to the tin in a way. So I just gotta get the other side done. Alright guys, so I got both sides on. I put some pieces of tin right here to cover that crack, and I'm putting them back on. I'm trying to fold all the edges of the tin so they plug in behind each other, so there's no cracks for air to get in. Like this one's folded and in that crack, so I gotta pull this screw out up there and fold this one so it'll go in behind these two ribs. That way there's no air getting in through that hole. And then we'll go clean up the heater, and I'll pull the window out and set it in here. And I got to work on the, what I'm gonna call it, the threshold, with the gap between the house and this, whatever. I got to cut a piece of tin to go there to actually lay on the windowsill. I might have to put a 2x4. It's just not exactly lined up. And wherever I got one right there, I'll cut off. But back to the time lapse. guys, right there's what the wood stove looks like in the hole in the wall, or in the window hole. And I got her all oiled up good, re-seasoned it for this year, stop the rust. Sprayed a little vegetable oil on it with a spray bottle. So me and Dennis down here just got to go on the roof and cut the hole out for the stovepipe to go through. So I got to figure that out.
Yeah, because we have to do something.
So I'll get up there with a grinder and see what happens. Alright, so I'm up on the roof, and right here is a screw. If you can see it, I screwed through from the inside, and that's the center of where the stovepipe needs to be. So I got my old 90 elbow. I'm going to sit on here and draw a circle around it so I know how to cut the hole out.
He's going to up there because I'm coming.
You're coming up here?
Yeah.
I know, you better be careful. The couch ain't on fire, is it?
Oh, I think it's white. It's white.
Yeah, it looks like crap. But maybe enough red silicone will seal it up. Yep, there's the hole, there's the damper down in there. So now we just gotta get the stovepipe plugged in there and a good old tube of red silicone to seal it up, I guess. Okay, so right here is the old stovepipe from last year. So I'm gonna grab it and go throw it on the roof. Alright, let's go to the roof.
I'll hold it. That's really big.
Okay, then we'll put it in the hole. Damn it, it's in it. Okay, well, it's plugged on. I don't know if it needs to be this tall. Should get plenty of updraft. Let's go plug it on inside and see if it works. But yeah, it's plenty tall enough. Might have to get some cables and wire tied to it, screw to the house to stabilize the thing.
Don't light me.
Okay, so I got the stovepipe stuck through, and
Cause they know I'm gonna punch them. They know a red wasp thing. Punch.
we got attacked by a red wasp.
Yeah.
I lost my hat somewhere, but whatever. I gotta get this plugged on because it's just sitting up here, and hopefully the whole dang chimney don't just fall over when I attempt to do this.
Yeah, cause it's like gonna be, and everybody's gonna be laughing like, oh, you're so silly. I don't think it's okay.
Dang. If y'all could just see the full view of me being up in this hole in the wall.
Hey, wait, that's the one. That's the one. That's the one that had last night. Daddy, we had that one a long time ago.
What?
This.
Yeah, we've had it for a long time. We've used it for like 3 or 4 years. Alright, I'm gonna do a practice run, see how good the chimney's gonna work. See if So it does go up there.
What's the surprise?
Well, we put a telephone in.
Oh, you put the stove top in, right?
Yeah, and I'm going in the backyard.
The damper was open.
Oh,
Shut.
don't go back there yet. Daddy's not back there with you. Don't go back there.
No, I'm just saying if it's gonna work. Yeah, it's updrafting. Well guys, thanks for watching. I hope y'all like the little old window metal fireplace. And if anybody's got anything to comment, drop it in the comments. If I need to make some changes or what the safety factor is. So I've seen a window air conditioner, never seen a window fireplace. So I hope y'all like it. Hope it helps you if anybody's thought of putting in a wood heater this way. Because I've used that one in the floor for the last 2 years. To get the floor hot and the walls hot. So I wanted to build a heater room, but I didn't have the money to, to pour a slab and build a whole nother room on the house just for the heater to sit in. But I had all that recycled tin and tubing that come up, so I was like, that's a great option, and it all worked. Like I said, I don't know if it's going to warp when it gets hot, but y'all drop that in the comments because it's not quite winter yet. And I'm going to go ahead and post this video, and then everybody tell me what you think in the comments, what I need to change or what's going to happen, or oh, how dangerous it is. I know I'm going to get a lot of that because everybody's always on the danger side. But whatever, it's going to be 4 videos. Y'all can pick one of them. We built flamethrowers, test side by sides. I don't know. We built a cabin. But everybody like and subscribe, and I'll keep the videos coming. Thanks for watching.